Jamie Saxena has been a nurse with the Mountain View Whisman School District for 2 years. She looks after children who fall ill or get injured on campus. She is also charged with making sure certain students get the specialized care they need, giving insulin or epinephrine injections, for example.
Daily, I do insulin for 2 diabetic students. They're both type 1, so insulin dependent. So one of them, I keep him company while he's eating lunch, and I track his carbs. He takes his blood sugar, and then he actually has a pump. So the insulin pumps right into him. We don't have to draw it up from a syringe or anything.
The nurse's office also doubles as a classroom, with Saxena teaching her regulars how to look after themselves. Some of her diabetic students administer their own insulin and are learning how to stay on top of their blood sugar.
My kiddo here, she draws up with this syringe. I track her carbs and I do her blood sugar with her also. Ultimately, we want them to be independent. Part of what I do is teaching. Any chance I get to teach them anything related to diabetes, I take the opportunity. And so she has a set scale based on her blood sugar, based on her carbs, how much insulin she should give herself. And really, I'm just trying to get her to be able to look at that and know what she's supposed to take.
On Friday, April 8th, after administering some vision and hearing tests and helping some students with their shots at Crittenden Middle School, Saxena is off to Monta Loma Elementary to test a class of first graders for color vision deficiency.
Driving is a part of the job. Actually, I go from Bubb on one side of town all the way over to Crittenden on the other side of town every day. And since Monta Loma is in between, I'm usually going across town at least twice a day.
On the way to Monta Loma, Saxena stops by Therakoff Elementary to pick up the color blindness test slides, checking in with her boss, District Nurse Coordinator Sue Berry.
My name is Sue Berry. I'm the district nurse for Mountain View Whisman School District, and I've been doing this job for over 30 years.
Both Berry and Saxena often feel as if there aren't enough hours in the day. The district's 3 nurses are assigned to 3 schools each in order to cover all 9 campuses. Saxena divides her days between Bubb, Monta Loma, and Crittenden.
And anywhere in between, I can get called from any of my 3 schools with an emergency and I need to respond immediately. We're always feeling like we're just barely treading above water.
But tread they do, thanks in no small part to a grant from El Camino Hospital, which provides funding for Saxena and the district's 3rd nurse, Medina O'Neill. Without the grant, Berry would be the only registered nurse for all 9 schools. And according to her, it is hard to understate just how crucial it is to have Saxena and O'Neill on staff.
It is enormous. One of our other nurses is doing catheterization twice a day on a child. From the time she leaves her site to go take care of the child, it's a 45-minute time block for that, since she does that twice a day for that child. And then she's actually doing another diabetic child, which takes probably another 45 minutes. So her afternoon is pretty much tied up with these 2 kids every day. And so having the extra nurses, we're able to actually provide more of the one-on-one services for our children. That makes for better care for our children. They're not missing school. So it's providing the care that these children really, really seriously need.